Hello everyone, Michael here at the Big Comfy Bookshop, and I'm here to tell you a story about how I opened this bookshop. It's one question I get asked quite a lot. Michael, how do you open a bookshop? I think I can remember, but let's give it a go. So back in 2010, 2011, in my band Barricades Rise, it was still going, check them out, we used to blog quite a lot, not just about music stuff, just about things in our life. And one of the blogs that I wrote was it'd be cool to have a small independent music venue, bar in my hometown of Nuneaton. I didn't want to do it, I had no inclination to do it, but it did plant a seed. So I sat down and just thought, okay, what do I actually want to do with my life? So I thought, well, hold on, I really like books, I really like music, let's do something there. Bit by bit, over the weeks, it kind of built up into what was the idea of the bookshop. Comfy place with coffee and cake, a bit of music on the side. So it kind of started from there, and it started to grow and grow. And the name of the shop came about by just saying, okay, I want it comfy and I want it big. Let's call it the Big Comfy Bookshop. Simple. When my son was born, after about 8 months, I started to get that itch again of not wanting to be at the desk job. It was a secure job, but the wages were a bit rubbish. So I thought, I'm going to do this bookshop idea. And my wife basically kicked me and says, go and do it. You keep talking about it, go and do it. So I quit my job, which I'd been at for about 4 or 5 years, and just jumped in. And that's when the hard work really started. And to open a bookshop, I obviously needed books. So it's around about that time that I started to ask friends if they have any spare books. I got my books off my shelf. I went around to charity shops, went onto eBay and bought job lots, not really knowing. And I amassed quite a collection. And then there was a shop available in Nuneaton which I put some money down on, and I almost opened, but due to constraints on the lease, which were not identified until pretty much a week before I was due to pick up the keys, that fell through. Around about the same time, I was doing some craft fairs, so I was selling these books at these fairs to get a little bit of income in, because at this point I'd been about 9 months of not having a job. And at the Earlsdon Festival, the lovely Joe Truslove, who was the project manager for Fargo Village, came along and says, hey, there's this idea called Fargo Village just down the road. A bookshop sounds cool, we'd like to speak to you. So I came down and had a look. At that time, the place was completely, it basically wasn't here. There was no walls, the roof wasn't here, it was in a complete state of renovation. But I saw the potential there. They had the same ethos that I have, which is it's all about local, it's all about supporting the creative, and it's all about having a space to be expressive and be yourself. I signed on the line beginning of 2014, end of 2013, beginning of 2014. So it had been over 12 months since I quit my job in the middle of 2012 at that point, and there were a few constraints, not having a job the best part of 18 months. One thing that I did when I had the idea of the bookshop is I started all the social media accounts. I started the Facebook, I started the Twitter, and then later on I added the Instagram account, and then most recently this YouTube account. And it's these accounts which really let me tell the public what my plans were, what I wanted to do, why I wanted to do it. Specifically Twitter, where it's more a conversational piece. The people of Coventry and Warwickshire and the surrounding areas really got behind the idea, but the support was huge. So in September 2014, I opened the Big Comfy Bookshop. In that period of quitting my job and opening the shop and getting the keys to the shop was 2 years and 2 days approximately. And then from getting the keys to opening the shop was about 6 to 8 weeks. But in that period, I also had a second child, so it's a very, very busy period for me. My wife also changed jobs within that period as well. It became quite hectic. So 5 years down the line, we're still here, we're doing okay. We expanded a couple of years ago, so we took over the shop behind us. So that kind of wraps up how I started the bookshop. In bullet points, I had the idea, I jumped from my safe job, which was not going to take me anywhere. I ploughed ahead, I told people, and then finally people rallied around the idea, and that's why I'm here. Thank you for watching. Click on that subscribe button, give us a like, and have a lovely day.